Well, it comes as absolutely no surprise to anyone who has actually been paying attention to either the Denver Nuggets or this channel. They absolutely stink. While it is an even more shoddily kept secret that Nikola Jokic is easily, far and away, not merely the most valuable player in the NBA this season and for the last 5 years now and counting, but it is starting to become startlingly obvious this mythical demigod is the most valuable player ever. And no, that is not hyperbolic in the least. What we are seeing is outright preposterous. The Denver Nuggets came into their game last night against the Pelicans riding a 5-game winning streak behind Jokic, who was riding a 4-game triple-double streak. During the streak, the Nuggets beat the Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that was before Chet Holmgren got hurt. Not just that, but Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon didn't even dress for that game against the Thunder, and the Nuggets put up 124 points in regulation on the number 1 ranked net defense in the league by a mile. Oh, and they got the win. How'd they do it, you might be wondering? Well, simply, the Nuggets have been one of the league's best offenses behind Jokic and his near 30-point-per-game triple-double average. In fact, they entered their game against the Pelicans as the 3rd-ranked net offense in the NBA, averaging 121 points per game. And in addition to that, they were well rested, as Denver had not played a game since Sunday, which meant 4 full days off as they headed into a surefire win against the putrid New Orleans Pelicans. And make no mistake, the Pelicans are heinous ass this year. The worst team in the Western Conference and one of the handful of worst teams in the entire league. As Denver was riding their 5-game winning streak into the matchup, the Pelicans entered the game on a 6-game losing streak. They entered the night dead last in the Western Conference standings and have the worst net differential in the entire Western Conference. Not just that though, they also are the 3rd worst rated net defense. Unfortunately for Denver though, Nikola Jokic was not available in this one due to the birth of his child. Congratulations, by the way, for that. But as bad as the Pelicans are, the pathetic ass Denver Nuggets are just worse, as they dropped the game 101-94. So less than 10 days ago, the Nuggets poured in 124 points on the best defense in the NBA and beat those Thunder without Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon. Tonight, they failed to even break 100 points against the 3rd worst defense in the league and lost to a team that was on a 6-game losing streak. But that is just what happens when you remove the surefire league MVP this season, Nikola Jokic. But referring to him as just the most valuable player this season at this point is an outright insult. With Jokic on the court this season, the Nuggets' net O rating, or points scored per 100 possessions, is 127.9. That figure would constitute the highest mark in NBA history. Without Jokic on the floor this season, they are sitting at an outright appalling 86.3 net O rating, and that means 86 points scored per 100 possessions, which anyone?
Bueller?
You guessed it, would be the worst mark ever in NBA history.
With me, without me. With me, without me.
Seriously, just give this guy the damn MVP already. Just cancel the rest of the season's worth of articles and talking heads pontificating about who it should be. Just hand him the trophy right here, right now. Oh, and I didn't even mention the fact that he is leading the league in both assists and rebounds currently, while averaging nearly 30 points per game and shooting over 50% from the 3-point line. To say we have never seen anything like this at this point, again, is not hyperbolic. This is not clickbait or exaggeration. This era is a souped-up joke compared to the 90s and early 2000s in terms of rate of scoring, pace of play, and lack of defense. And there is, objectively, no denying that fact. However, there is also no denying that the value Jokic adds to his team is unparalleled in NBA history. yes, that includes all of the all-time greats. This is not to say that Jokic is the GOAT, or that his lacking of elite-level defense shouldn't be factored into his placement in those conversations. But engaging overall value, there has never been anyone ever that has meant more than him.